Today, I want to talk to you about 6 secrets that women don't want you to know. Some women are pretty much, sneaky sometimes. So, of course, they don't want you to know everything because they still want to have upper hand. And for you to be aware of these 6 secrets, it is actually going to help you in the long run. My name is Agdad, and welcome back to my channel with Proper Relationship Advisors. Feel free to subscribe. I'll wait for you just a minute of your time. Subscribe to this channel to help it grow. Tip number 1. Women do a lot of monkey branching. Okay, I'm going to explain that in a jiffy. Okay, what I'm referring to is pretty much they want to, hop from one branch to the another. So transitioning into relationship, which means a woman will always have a replacement ready for you. Okay, if you find yourself in a relationship, that's how some women operate. They are not going to be by themselves for long. That is why when you break up with her or she breaks up with you, it is hard to get her back sometimes because she has a whole lineup. Okay, she has a list of men that she can call for them to do anything for her, and this is really absurd because they are already in a relationship, but they make sure that they have people around just in case she gets a breakup, just in case she's tired of you. Then she has another situation lineup where she's not gonna be by herself. The breakup is going to be way easier for her because she's already going to have somebody. That is pretty unfair in itself, and sometimes people are just out for themselves. And as women, they do plan. They like to be prepared for the unseen, and that's why a lot of women do that monkey branching. Again, women can be very sneaky because she might have a lot of guys that you don't know or have any idea about. You've never heard about this guy, but she has a whole list on the blind side of things because they are supposedly her friends. And I say friends because she knows they want her, right? Because most women want the attention, they want compliments. And then having those guys around her, if they are just friends, they will give her all the compliments and all the attentions without having to sleep with them, all right, or anything. So that's why a lot of women claim that they do enjoy to have, a lot of male friends around them rather than female, right? It might not be true, it might be true, but it is never true that they really don't get along with women because, as I stated, she can have a list that you are not even aware of. But those are her friends, and her friends are there to replace you. They are just there in case you trip, can just walk in, try and mend her broken heart, console, and eventually will become theirs. But again, even by knowing that you cannot be insecure as a man by thinking, oh, she has a lot of men in her life, it's still up to the woman to decide if she's going to cross that line or not. If you don't trust her, that is probably going to be hard to know that she has a lot of men after her, a lot of friends that are just waiting to cross that line or cross that threshold. If you act like a man and you show confidence and a little pride and make her feel she has competition. If you make her feel that you don't really worry about if she, goes out with her friends or if she finds somebody else, just watch and see. She's not even going to be thinking about them as a replacement, right? So tip number 2 is hypergamy. It's pretty much a woman who dates up, not below, to actually elevate, economically and social wise. So let's say pretty much a woman that makes an amount of 60K a year is not going to try and date or be in a relationship with a guy that makes, let's say, 40 or 30. She's going to try to, be at the same level or most likely, higher than that. Women want to, be protected. She wants to feel some sense of security in her finances. So they don't want to, have to be with somebody that's like on the same level with them. And it's it's pretty funny because a lot of women would say, oh, he doesn't need to have that amount of money. He doesn't need to be rich and all that, but they will not talk to somebody that has less money than them. All right, and that's the secret that they don't want to share with men because they don't want men to be thinking that they are opportunists. Unless you are dealing with a real opportunist where she puts in your face that I need money, I need this, I need that, right? Again, know who you are dealing with. Usually women will not talk to you if you have less money than them. You come across these women from time to time. Tip number 3, I think women don't date alone. All right, some cheat. Guys, stop thinking if you are in a whole relationship that your woman is the most faithful, the most loyal. Be rest assured, they cheat. Actually, some, as much as you guys, right? And there's this fact about ladies. Some of them are just sneakers. They are actually better at hiding. But I think it's something that they want to do. And I'm not saying all women does that. It's just that it is a myth to be thinking that guys cheat and women don't cheat or cheat less. Okay, it's the same. So do not be thinking that, oh, my woman will never cheat unless, I really don't know. You might know her better than me, but I'm telling you from experiences gathered from, few girlfriends I know that I have had an encounter with. I can't think of one that has never told me that they never cheated on their boyfriend and whatever the case is, all right? I don't know why they do that, but I'm just telling you it is a myth. Women cheat and they don't date, exclusively, and women don't want you to know, right? Because they don't want you to be worried about what she's doing. They don't want you to shame them. None of that. They're actually going to be on their best behaviors for you to know that she's not doing any shady stuff, right? Tip number 4, women get bored faster than men. Yes, of course. I think studies have, proven that 70% of divorces are actually initiated by women. The women goes and file divorces or decide to, opt out from the relationship or marriage or whatever it is. So the thing about, you guys, getting complacent when you're in a relationship after, let's say, a year or two or, 4 years maybe, you might get complacent in the relationship and say she's not going anywhere, you are not going anywhere, and you stay, right? She is going to be bored. So that's why you have to, refresh or, try to keep her on the toes. Show her some competition, right? I'm not saying go and date other girls, but in order to do that, just make sure you get her part handled. Figure out what to do and be a man, as I always say, so that you don't sway or she doesn't sway from the relationship and think that without you, she's okay. Tip number 5, some women do have one night stand. And that is a fact. I always relate everything to studies because it has been indicated that it is even worse than normal when they are, ovulating. If you know when your woman is ovulating and you don't really trust her, don't let her go out by herself during the night, to places that could trigger some form of some temptations you wouldn't like when she comes back from wherever she went. And that's going to be termed as cheat. So try to read her and work around it, okay? Tip number 6, women like to chase, okay? They want to chase as much as they say they don't want to. They say they are not here to chase. Men are supposed to chase them, right? But watch this. As soon as you chase her, she's going to be, interested. But the moment you stop chasing her, she's going to be like, oh, why haven't you called? Why haven't I heard from him? Why is this? Why is that? First of all, don't fall for that, all right? Women like to chase. Women like competition. Women like to work to get somebody. That puts more value on the thing they are getting. So getting a man, when it's easy for them to get you, it is not going to put any value on you. She's not really going to care about you and care about the relationship, respect, or any of that. If she work hard at getting you, that's a whole difference altogether, okay? So I hope knowing that will actually help you with, dealing with women a little better and thinking that women are like this or women are like that and a whole lot, okay? We have complex women. Women are quite complex in nature and it's already hard dating. I always say that if that's what you like, you have to get to a point where you know how women work, okay? So then it's not that hard for you. And it's going to be like, a dinner in the evening at some point when you know exactly what you are dealing with, all right? We are at the end of this video and my name is Sagdad. See you in the next one.